Good morning, Interwebosphere. I apologize again for yesterday's vlog. I'm not quite sure how that happened. See, every night while I'm editing, I plug the camera in to charge the battery that's in it. Occasionally I switch out the batteries and after I've charged it and charge the next one. And I think what happened was after I charged it, and I don't know how this happened, I did not plug the microphone back in, which is something that I always do right after I charge the battery. But because I broke what I normally do by pulling the camera out, putting the other battery in and plopping it back in and charging it, I don't know, I must have had a mental break there somewhere. I didn't actually notice that it was unplugged until we were in Walmart and something was smacking me in the leg, and I looked down and the microphone cord was hitting me, and it's like, that's unusual because it's plugged into the other side, and this hold on, this side is the side that goes against my leg when it's hanging on this bracket. This side is where the microphone cable is. Anyway, long story short, it was unplugged. It should have still picked up some sound from the internal microphone, but it did not. And I'm not sure why. I'll figure that out at some other time. I don't know if we've borked the internal microphone by using this. Who knows? If it was just a fluke. But at any rate, you know, I saw that it was just a flat line. And I thought, well, maybe, you know, the microphone was unplugged. So I tried normalizing it, and it was just static. Static. Now I sound like my cat every time it sees me. So there it is in a nutshell. So for the next few days at least, I will probably be paranoid and be checking each clip as I load it into the camera by turning on the camera's Wi-Fi, loading it onto my phone and looking at it just to make sure that it has sound. Like lawnmowers. Lawnmowers. His lawn doesn't need mowed, he's just anal. Alright. I still got a throbbing headache and I still felt pretty crappy, but not as bad as I did. I've really got to go out and get some Pokeballs because I'm down to like 12. Alright, I'll talk to you in a bit. Bye-bye. Alright. I am going to be vlogging partly from the Greenlawn Cemetery. I am respectfully walking through it this time instead of driving because, you know, while everybody's doing it, I think I feel it's kind of disrespectful to be driving through here just to do this. Plus they have all these beautiful monuments that they've erected, and they actually put the Pokestops on the most interesting ones. Some for founders, some for just interesting statues. So, you know, as I come to those, I'll share them with you. So again, this will cut in and out. I will pause it and do my thing while I'm walking around. I still feel like total horse crap, but I'm also completely out of Pokeballs, so I gotta do it. Yeah, I parked back there in the parking lot of the place that makes some of the headstones, but they're closed today, so hopefully my truck will still be there when I get back. And I mean, on the way here I saw crap loads of Pokemon, but like I said, I have no Pokeballs. It's still really difficult to deal with. Oh, it's not. I'm right on it, you dipshit. It opened and then told me I was too far away. Weirdness. Okay. This is the Payne Beck Memorial or what do you call them? I don't know. For some reason it escapes my head. But anyway, there it is. Isn't it beautiful? It's one of the less decorative ones in this cemetery. I mean, you have this one up ahead, and I will show it as I get closer to it. Look at the size of this headstone for Henry C. Strickler. That is, wow, that is just huge. He was obviously very important, but not important enough to actually get something super fancy, so they just got a big one. I'm going to show you this grave. I'm going to try to not be disrespectful to it. This is Mike and Janet Wagerman. Mike has passed on in 2014. Janet is still alive. And this is their headstone, Popeye and Gigi Wagerman. But the best part is on the back. Check out the back. It says, "Here lies the dynamic duo." That is so cool. It's so cool. I would love to have something unique on my headstone, but I'm probably going to get cremated and just end up in an urn somewhere on somebody's mantelpiece, you know, until they lose interest in me and I become what do you call it? Dump fodder. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna cut off for a bit. Okay, we are at another interesting site in there. You're at the Revolutionary War Heroes Memorial, in memory of the Revolutionary War heroes who rest in Johnson County, erected by the Alexander Hamilton Chapter Daughters of the American Revolution, 1776-1917. Very cool. Very cool indeed. You can see here, I'm going to show you why they're probably going to stop the whole cemetery thing, because people are starting to vandalize stuff, and that's just not cool. If you're going to walk through a cemetery, be respectful. I mean, you certainly wouldn't want people doing that crap to your family's graves or your grave, so don't do it to somebody else's. If you're an asshole and you just feel the need to do it, go somewhere else. Go home and break your crap. Okay, now I'm just starting to rant, so talk to you in a bit. Bye. And now we're at the William Watson Wick Memorial Plaque. Who is William Watson Wick, you say? I'm not sure, so we're going to find out together. He died in 1868, we know that. And he was born in Cannonsburg, PA, came to Indiana in 1819. Elected clerk of the Indiana House of Representatives in 1820, chosen first judge of the new purchase in 1822. First judge to hold court in Indianapolis, held first court in Johnson County at John Smiley's cabin, which I tried to show you in a previous video, but it didn't work out very well. October 16th, 1823. Anyway, Johnson County Circuit Judge, intermittently until 1859, elected Indiana Secretary of State 1825 through 1829, served 3 terms in the U.S. Congress, was an 1849 presidential elector, Indianapolis postmaster 1853 to 1857, nearly 40 years in public life. Wow. Ugh. 40 years of being a politician. Yuck. Just yuck. And now I'm at the Girl with Flowers statue. I know nothing about it other than the fact that it's called Girl with Flowers on the Pokemon Go app. It's very pretty. I mean, somebody's put some beads on her and shoved flowers in her, of course. I mean, it wouldn't be a girl with flowers if she didn't have flowers, now would it? Well, you can tell I'm not used to walking much. I'm gonna say way down there is the Waymeyer family. They got a big one. It's like Stonehenge and Greenlawn Cemetery. Okay, I'm done walking the cemetery. There's a lot of walking, especially for a fat boy. Hoping to soon not be a fat boy, but for now I still am. Not as bad as I was, not as good as I want to be. Sorry for the shaking, but yes, my arm is getting kind of tired. What can I say? Even though I go to the gym so much, I'm still out of shape. My legs are fine. It's the rest of my body that's saying, I want to go home now. No! Okay, back home, cooled off, hydrated, forgot to take a bottle of water with me. Had one cool egg hatching, I'll show that to you later. I walked, I think I logged about 2 miles. I'm not positive on that. I'll correct that if needed. So I walked a lot, and while it doesn't feel hot when you first come out, after you've walked around there for a while, it definitely becomes hot and sweaty. Oh, so sweaty. It was such a joy to get in the truck with me because I was sweaty and smelly. This video may be a little more, is going to be a challenge for me because there are lots of little pieces that I need to cut out because of the awkward angles at which I was working, trying to hold the camera and the phone at the same time. While it's easy to hold them both at the same time, it becomes difficult when you're trying to turn the camera off or on while you're still holding the phone, because that takes a hand also. Tell me what you think in the comments. Would you like more walks around? I mean, there are other places I could walk around. He can give you a walk around the college. Hopefully I won't get stopped again. Last time I got stopped, they didn't ask me to leave. They just asked me if I needed help. I was like, nope, I know where all the Pokestops are here. And the lady kind of rolled her eyes and walked away, but she just doesn't get it. She doesn't get that I'm getting exercise and having fun. And those two words are not normally put together, exercise and fun. It is really beautiful outside. As Adam the Woo would say, it's majestic. It's gonna be a couple nice days and a possibility of rain, I think Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, which means it won't. Or if it does, it'll just be a little bit. When they give it that much of a spread, that means they have no clue what's going to happen. So this is my scientific knowledge of meteorology. A lot of it is guessing. Don't let them tell you different. I've studied the books, I've studied all the stuff, I've studied the math, and a lot of it is still just guessing. You look at the data you've got, and you try to decide what's going to happen. You know, that's why they use percentages, because it gives them leeway. If nothing happens, you say, well, it was just a 40% chance. If it does happen, then kudos, I'm a great weatherman. Oh Lord, I gotta work on the whole laughing at my own jokes thing. I think it's kind of annoying to some people, and now that it's even become annoying to myself, it's time to stop. While I'm thinking about it, and before I close off this section, don't forget to look down below, because there are links to all of my social media and a link to my Patreon account where you can go and you can donate money to this vlog to help keep it going. For instance, if you would like to see me traveling more, donate. Doesn't matter how much you donate, $1 a month or a one-time lump, I don't care. It helps me get through, because like I said, all of my check goes towards bills, so I have nothing left to get gas. Right now I am sitting just above E, so there will not be much more traveling unless it's on bike, or unless somebody puts gas in my truck. Call it begging, call it panhandling, call it what you will, but we're going to, for the sake of my sanity, call it supporting this channel. On that note, I will talk to you in a bit. And now for a quick little Pokemon update. Let's go! Okay, the only new stuff I have is the Doduo, or Doduo, I'm not sure how that's pronounced. It's a 461. Since I know nothing about it, I can't really say if that's good or bad. It seemed like there was something else new, but I do not remember what it was, so we'll skip that. And I don't know why I did it again. This is my current stable: the Vaporeon, the Flareon, Jolteon, Venomoth, and Golbat, Hypno, and Hypno, all above 1,000. If I ever get out of the house and that, I'll go do some training and get them trained up and more powerful. And that's all. And I think we'll make that all for today, because this vlog has ran really longer than I expected it to. So I'm going to say peace, rock on, see you tomorrow.